I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about the soft tools range. Soft tools were developed specifically for use with Panpastel colors, but actually they work really great with any water-based medium. For example, acrylics, gouache, watercolors, inks, charcoals, soft pastel sticks, and even for three-dimensional techniques for ceramics and polymer clay. The tools are all sponge-based, and the sponge is a special micropore sponge that we developed. It's a unique formulation to work with artist colors. You will see that the sponge is a dense, firm sponge which is durable. Each of the soft tools was designed with a specific function in mind, and I'm going to show you the marks that each of the tools can make. The soft sponge bars and the soft knives with covers were designed to replicate brush heads. For example, we have a round, flat, filbert and point shape. The soft sponge bars were actually designed to be an extension of your finger for painting. I'm going to show you the mark that you can get using Panpastel colors. You can see it's a nice rich mark. As with all soft tools, you can clean off the sponge bars on a paper towel. And I'm going to show you a quick tip here, which is experiment. Vary the pressure when you're using the tools and you can see that you'll get different marks. For example, I'm going to use very light pressure, almost no pressure here. And you can see almost the texture of the paper is coming through. And now I'm going to use heavier pressure and you can see the rich, intense mark that I'm getting. You can use the edges of all of the soft tools to get thinner lines. So for example, by changing, as you're working, by changing the angle of the tool, you can go from thick to thin. If you want whisker thin lines, of course, just like when you're painting with pastel sticks, you'll need to use pencils. Just as with traditional painting techniques, you can load multiple colors on any of the soft tools, and I'm going to show you an example of this with the soft knife. I'm going to take the #1 knife, holding it at a slight angle. I'm going to lift some of the Hansa yellow. Likewise with the permanent red, changing the angle, I'm going to lift some of that color too, and now I've got two colors on the same tool, and you can get a really nice effect with this. And now I'm going to use the top of the tool to load a third color. I'm going to use the raw umber here, lift it up and use it to layer over the previous colors I applied. And this is the effect that you'll get. The soft tools, as I mentioned earlier, can be cleaned off on a paper towel, and every now and then you may want to wash them out. Just use soap and lukewarm water, a mild soap, lukewarm water, squeeze them to get rid of the excess water, let them fully air dry for at least 24 hours, and they're ready to use again. The big soft sponges are great for laying in large blocks of color. And the other great thing about, well, actually all of the soft tools is because they're flexible, you can actually change the shape of the tool so you can get your own unique marks and effects. I'm going to use the big oval sponge to show you how you can lay down a dry color wash using Panpastel colors. Really, it's a great way to lay down a quick underpainting or to tone paper. So I'm using yellow ochre. I'm going to lay that in. Get a nice smooth effect, and without even cleaning my sponge, I'm going to take some Hansa yellow and lay that in just so you can see the blendability. And of course, one of the great benefits of working with Panpastel colors is their low dust. So here we've just laid in a large block of color with dry pastel or soft pastel, and there's hardly any dust. So those are just some simple basic techniques for using the soft tools with Panpastel colors. You can see how versatile and easy they are to use, and they give you so much control when applying the color.